and the London Bulldogs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A toss to Cook. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they get to him at about the 33. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th.
They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first carry for their fullback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Bulldogs 7, Gunners 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down, Gunners.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 32, the ball carrier. Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
Love now. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 54 yards, well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Gunners.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll look to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Love now on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Love's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going back to Love. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Gain of 52 yards.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Houston.
They run. Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
He'll set up to throw. Stepping up. He's and a loose football. It's going the other way. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Love. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Spinning away. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Love. Oh, he's got him in wide open. Complete. And the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Antonio Callaway, as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Final play of the half. Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught. Touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And it's up and good.
Bulldogs 28, Gunners 13.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Smith catches left side. Touchdown, Houston. Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down, Love. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan.
T.J. Logan.
A gain of 3, second down.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Working out of the gun. Love.
At the 47.
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Love. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. For Kenner here, it's complete. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Gunners 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
He's brought down.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Houston.
Now Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bulldogs 35, Gunners 20.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Score, Bulldogs 35, Gunners 27. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Love now to pass on 1st down. There's that man again. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At at the 10-yard line.
Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Go to the other line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. On first down, it's Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now they try the right side here. They'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. This will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They run it again with Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. Look at this. They get the turnover. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
7-yard pickup.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
To C.J. Ham.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3rd and 6.
Here's Love. That one caught by Gibson. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Another carry.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Love from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
27.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.